Hello there, my name is Larry Rosen from the HX Public Library. Welcome to this week's Virtual Idea Lab. What is Virtual Idea Lab? Well, since you're not able to come to the library right now, we thought we'd bring Idea Lab right to your home. Many of the activities that we do each week can be done in the comfort of your own home. And every Wednesday I bring you a new activity. So thanks again for joining me here today. Let's get started. So here's the scenario. You're up in the sky and you're falling really fast, and you open your parachute. And when it's open, you ask yourself, how is this thing slowing me down? That's the only thing you want to know while you're falling is, how is this parachute slowing me down? Well, first you have gravity, and that's the thing that pulls the object straight down towards the earth. It is strong enough to make falling objects fall really quickly, and it creates a very hard landing. Luckily, we have a layer of air around the earth which slows the fall. And what a parachute does is it catches a lot of that air, which creates something called a drag. And this drag opposes the movement of the parachute, and that slows down the fall, allowing for a much softer landing. But this fall can be hard to control. Somebody landing with a parachute might not land where he or she wanted to land. It might go side to side, or depending on many things, the wind and lots of other things. But that's what a parachute does. And your challenge today would be to design a parachute or a Lego figure, and then figure out a way for the Lego figure to land directly onto a specific target. You think that would be an easy thing to do? If it doesn't land on the target, maybe you need to change the design of the parachute. So what would you need for this kind of activity? Tissue paper, scissors, Lego person, some string, some tape, and a ruler. And what do you think? Are you ready to test this out and test gravity and drag and create your own parachute? I think you can do this. Are there any other rules? Just have some fun. Okay, so I'm just going to bring the camera down a bit so you can see what we have here. We've got all the ingredients here to make a parachute. So, first thing we're going to do is a tissue paper. Just cut a square. That's how big you want your parachute to be. If it's just a Lego figure, it have to be that big. And the next thing we're going to do, I'll just get this other tissue paper out of the way. The holes are going to go in the corners here. But before that, we're just going to use some tape to reinforce each corner so that when you punch the hole, the string won't break the tissue paper. So it's just helps with the creation of the parachute. You'll take a hole punch. Not sure I mentioned that earlier, but you do need a hole punch. And you'll punch 4 holes right in the corner. This is only one way of doing a parachute. There are many others. 4 holes. Okay. The next thing is you need some string for your parachute. I didn't have string. I have some floss. And the amount of floss or string you're going to use, I would say at least the same amount as the square, maybe a little bit longer. And you'll have 4 of these strings, about the same size. For each of the holes. And the one more here should do it. The lighter the string, the better. Okay. And then you're going to tie this one string to one hole. Be careful because you are working with tissue paper. It's not the strongest. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to pause the video while I finish tying these 4 holes, and then we'll finish. Okay, welcome back. Now, you have all of your strings now attached to your parachute, one at each corner. Excellent. The only thing remaining is to decide what you're going to use for your Lego figure. Got a couple of possibilities. I have a moose, and I have this character. It looks like it's a Star Wars character, and ooh, he looks kind of angry that I took off his helmet, so I better put it back on. And so what do you think? Which should I use? Use the moose? Okay, I'm going to use the moose with the parachute. All right. So, moose has antlers. Good thing to attach a parachute to. So, all you do you take the 4 strings and we're going to attach it to the antlers of the moose. Did you know that skydivers don't fall at the same speed? Some people fall faster and some slower. Just depends on where your body, the body position is at the time. Okay. There's our now. Oh, now you see, I did not tie it properly. So I'm going to do it again. And it's good that I found out now before the moose got in the air. There we go. Okay, the moose is attached to the parachute. Let's see if it works. Now, there is a target that you can print out in the handout. I don't have a printer, so I'm just going to use this bowl, and we'll see if the moose lands in the bowl with the target. So I'm going to start way up here, and the bowl is right here. I'm going to tilt the camera and we'll see where it lands. I'm very high. The moose is very high right now, and I'm going to let it go. Let's see. We might need to change things, but let's see what happens. 3, 2, 1. That didn't even come into the camera. Let's try it again. 3, 2, 1. Okay, so I might have to make some adjustments with this parachute to get it to go into the target. And that's part of the fun. Okay, are you ready to give it a try and see? Oops, sorry about that. You ready to give it a try? See how you do? Please see the link below for the resources that you'll need to do this activity. And when complete, please share your photo or video in the comments below. Hope you'll join me next week for another Virtual Idea Lab where we'll have a new activity ready for you. Thanks for watching. Stay safe, everybody.